Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Johnson.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Krejci in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here is Conley. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Edwards. Over Daniels. Outside for Randle. Lets it go with the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
A nice shot by Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Conley. To the middle. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Young pass to Okongwu. Young outside. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Randle against Johnson. Randle no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Stolen. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Finished off the break.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Conley against Young. Conley gets the bucket.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Randle against Johnson. Back to Young. Launches a 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Young's got 7 points.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get up for your Timberwolves.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Daniels. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging about 15 points, almost 3 steals, and 5 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Now here's Randle. His last outing, 16 points for him. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
6 on the shot clock. Daniels from outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Raptors. Here's Randall. Off target at the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Young against Conley. Young's shot is good. Young's got 9.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Here is Edwards. They get a hand on it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Okongwu with it. Now defended by Randall. Goes up. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
That free throw good from Randall. Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the reports is much more in depth than it ever has been, and with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectations. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Conley dishes to Randall. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Krejci. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniel. And a change for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in. Here's Gobert. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. Okongwu with a screen on Conley. And Okongwu slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Young against Conley. The 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A nice shot by Young.
Really clever with the basketball. Young so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And that one falls for Young. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And so Young nails them both. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this score, but defense has been non-existent.
And here's Young following Julius Randle's three. Young outside from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Randle, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Young outside. From past the arc. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
Now here's Randle. He's got 15. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Inside and stolen by Okongwu. And now here comes Daniel. Eating the break, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now here's Conley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Randle no good. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They're leading by 8. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now Edwards, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Randle kicks to Gobert. To Alexander Walker. And here is Conley. Another miss by Minnesota. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Randle passes to Edwards. Conley against Young. Now here's Gobert. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Young. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Young dishes to Okongwu. Back to Young. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. Young against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Randall. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. .129 left in the first quarter. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Here's Dillingham. That one falls.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now, here is Young. He's got 21. Pass to Hunter. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now Dillingham. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Hits it from three-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the shot goes down.
Bogdanovich is a very consistent shooter from the field. He's got great mechanics and can just pepper you with shots.
Now, here's Reid. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
Nice job by Reid there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And he knocks down the first one.
And every season, it seems, Reid takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garza's checked in. Both free throws good from Reid.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And here's Young. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Toronto.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Drops in the tray.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Atlanta leading by 8. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the 1. Here's Krejci, who's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto. Roddy offline with his 3. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Minnesota.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 23 points for him the last game against Toronto. Shot clock at 5. Capella kicks to Hunter. Fires for 3. Krejci, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Dillingham with it. The shot misses. Here's Bogdanovich for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got his third basket of the night right there.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Dillingham. Good on the shot.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Krejci, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside, Bogdanovich. From deep, sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got 11.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Here's Krejci after the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Roddy. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And it's Capella missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bogdanovich looking around. Jacks up a three. The Hawks again can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Roddy. Nothing on the board. Bogdanovich wide open. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Miller outside. Now Dillingham. Miller sets a screen for Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Hawks leading by 10. Down low, here's Krejci. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McDaniels. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there, getting the bucket, and has a chance for one more.
The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. The free throw off for McDaniels.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Hunter finds Bogdanovich. Hunter sets a screen for Bogdanovich. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards getting the close range 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Young. The teardrop falls in. Young's got 23 points.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Clint Capella.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here's Dillingham. He's got 7. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shoots from 8. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Atlanta leading by 8. Here's Hunter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Hunter's got his first points of the game.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
And Young comes over to help. Now, Alexander Walker. It's good from long range. Alexander Walker's got 6.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Bogdanovich. "14 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Bogdanovich has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Dillingham with it. Averages about 5 points a game. Here's Reed. 3-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Young outside. There's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Here's Reed. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Now here's Gobert, following the missed shot by Bogdanovich. 3 on the clock. Reed misses. Atlanta leading by 6. Bogdanovich passes to Roddy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Roddy's got his first points of the night. Bogdanovich against Edwards. There's a good screen. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Young drives in. Got a hand on it. Here's Dillingham. He's got 7. Pass to Reed. Over Hunter. It's good. And the Hawks lead has cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Reed.
Naz Reed is a very good shooting big.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You know it's your best pitch.
Minnesota making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Atlanta. Daniels comes in for Hunter. Daniels with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Pass to McDaniels. And finished up by McDaniel.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Johnson with a screen on McDaniel. Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Randall. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
From about 19 feet, the rebound by Johnson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here is Young. 23 points in the game. Here's Okongwu. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's McDaniels, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Timberwolves shooting their fifth free throw of the game here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Dillingham. The free throw drops from McDaniels. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. And Young kicks to Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Inside, here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now, here is Young. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Young against Conley. Randall with a screen for Conley. Over Young. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Young outside. Back to Bogdanovich. Okongwu with a screen on McDaniel. Bogdanovich, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 7. Out left to the wing. Double by Bogdanovich. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Johnson with the block.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
Edwards looking it over. Johnson So it's Atlanta going into the break with a pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes. And guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. If we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Looking at Atlanta, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The Hawks leading by 10. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, here is Young. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Outside Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Pass to Daniel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
No good on that one. He doesn't get the second one. Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play 2 bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. For Atlanta, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
2 shots. O'Connell.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Okongwu. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Edwards. Here's the 3. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 8 points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Daniels with it. Edwards defending. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Hawks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
That free throw good from Daniels. Timberwolves trail by 8. Conley scanning the floor. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Buries it from three-point range. Conley's got his second bucket.
Basketball can be very simple. If you can let Conley run the pick and roll, it's normally a good thing.
Pass to Okongwu. And there it is for him. Okongwu's now got 4 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, look who's coming out to the court. Come on, get back.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Trae Young. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Conley finds Randall. Conley with the screen on Johnson. Shot on the wing and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Randall's got 17.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Now, here's Okongwu. He's got 16. Krejci passes to Okongwu. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Now, here is Young. 23 points in the game. A floater. Johnson against Randall. 5 on the clock. And here's Daniels. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Pass to Randall. Now here's Gobert. He's got 8. Outside Conley. With the drive. And the shot goes in. And now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
Timely cut by Conley. He took off the moment he saw that opportunity open up.
Here's Krejci. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Okongwu. He's got 16. Now Daniels. Back to Okongwu. Clock at 4. Fires from the wing.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Pass to McDaniels. Puts it up from 12. Outside for Randall. The second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
He was extremely sharp at the free throw line in their last outing.
And it helped them get a narrow win. They needed every one of those points he got from the line. You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
That free throw good from Randall.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Krejci. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Randall surveying the D. Conley against Young. Conley kicks to McDaniel. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from Trae Young. Gobert finds Conley. For the lead. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 11 rebounds in the game. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Misses from close range. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Out to Conley. Shoots the 3. And the 3-ball is good. Conley's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Young with the ball. 23 points in the game. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Okongwu dishes to Matthews. Johnson right side. A 3 from Bogdanovic. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The offensive rebound. Fires from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The Hawks trailing. Here is Matthews. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Bogdanovic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves shooting at 51%. Really solid. And here's Randall. 18 points for him. And here's Reed. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Matthews. Okongwu against Gobert. Intercepted. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Hawks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And that one's good. Hunter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
The Hawks trail by 5. Now here's Matthews, still without a basket. Outside Bogdanovic, beyond the arc, nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Now Alexander Walker, he's got 9. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Randall. He's got 20. Randall is double. Pass to Dillingham. For 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For the lead. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Now here's Gobert. 8 points for him. Randall right side for Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Powerful move that time by Randall. And he'll go to the free throw line.
The Timberwolves have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minod's checked in. Both free throws good from Randall. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Bogdanovich has got 31 points. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. To Alexander Walker. Randall left side. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Randall's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Hunter for 3. That shot off the mark. He gets it up. He can't get that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Hawks on top, leading by just 1. From Target Center, back in a moment. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Hunter, Bogdanovich out there with Matthews. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Roddy in at the 4 spot. Here's Alexander Walker. The shot from the low post is good. Alexander Walker's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. To Matthews. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. No problems knocking that one down. 7 points for DeAndre Hunter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter. Edwards with the block.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Hunter. Here's Capella. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Ingles. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Roddy. Bogdanovich with it. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Bogdanovich has got 11 points here in just the second half. The Timberwolves trail. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Dillingham with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Connects from 3-point range. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it can probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Pass to Roddy. Now Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. They get the rebound. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Dillingham. Reed finds Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed. Defense right on him. 4 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Ingles kicks to Edwards. Pass to Reed. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Reed's got 4 points this quarter.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Young. Okongwu with a screen on Conley. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Conley against Young. Pass to Daniels. Johnson in the corner. Young against Conley. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Young.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating, and that unlocks so many other options for him.
Now, here's McDaniels. At the top of the key, Gobert. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Young. Again, Young missing. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Back to Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Here's Krejci. Johnson with a screen on McDaniel. Here's Krejci. McDaniels defending. Shot from the top of the key. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 10-footer. And the shot is long. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Krejci. Young outside. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Randall with the bucket. Randall's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Young pass to Krejci. Pass to Johnson. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Minnesota leading by 7. And here is Conley. Outside Edwards. The tray. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young pass to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 6th assist on the night.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Gobert. Pass to Conley. Takes it inside. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And they haven't had much success in the paint since halftime. I mean, the offense sort of stuck on the perimeter. They need to get a little bit more inside-out balance.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And that one falls for Young.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Now, here's McDaniels.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Look, we all know Rudy Gobert is a force on defense, but you can't afford to ever ignore this guy. I mean, he's got the physical gifts to make problems anywhere on the floor.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Young against Conley. Kicks it out to Johnson. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 30 points.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. That's to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. For 3, Edwards. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Krejci. That one drops for him. Now it's just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage.
Oh, the power on him. Through that.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Conley against Young. Pass to Daniel. Okongwu with a screen on it. Yes!
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
From outside the arc. Edwards with another miss.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Daniels dishes to Okongwu. High post Young over Edwards. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he commits the intentional foul.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Johnson surveying the floor. Daniels passes to Johnson. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Hawks ball.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Trifecta!
Clearly a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Mike, they were rolling, but you all responded. How did you do it?
Well, defensively, we just turned it up a notch. You know, those guys were in a comfort zone, but we did a good job of just locking back in defensively, getting back on the offensive end, and making extra passes, making extra plays.
That attention to detail showed in the win, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Julius Randle.